Rabbi Jacobson is brought down in the Torah Any Times a few weeks ago. I don't know when you're going to put this out, but when you put it out, it's a story worth hearing. A number of years ago, I was invited to a kumsitz for teenagers on a Motzei Shabbos in Pomona, a neighborhood near Monsey. These were boys who generally were categorized as struggling teenagers, studying in a particular yeshiva which provided the kind of warm environment and camaraderie that they sought and needed. There they were, about 40 of them, sitting around a fire pit. Guitars, drums, some other instruments, roasted marshmallows, hot dogs, hamburgers abounded. The boys sang several uplifting melodies. There was a majestic and magical energy between us all. I had been invited to join them and spend the evening together sharing some words, and I was taking it all in. In the middle of one song, a boy came over to me, put his chair right next to me, and put his hand on my shoulder. As you can picture friends sitting around a campfire. He then said these words, "Rabbi, why did my mother die?" I didn't expect such a question. I looked back at him, caught off guard, and said, "I'm sorry. When did she die?" "When I was 11 years old, 9 years ago." I had a family of 11 children. I was one of the older kids with many siblings under me. We were living in London when she got cancer and passed away. She was a young woman in her 40s. Tell me, why did my mother die? I was so close to her. I loved her. She loved me. She was such a good mother. I looked at him as my hand went on to his shoulder. "I don't know why your mother died," I said. "I'm so sorry." But the boy wouldn't have it that easy. "Come on, tell me why. Why did she have to die?" I looked back at him. "I really don't know. But I would love to be here with you. It must be so painful. 9 years later, you talk about it, and yet I can't give you an answer. But you know what? I can sing with you, I can cry with you, and I can listen to you." He started to cry. I started to cry, and we sang together. He didn't say another word after that. About 20 minutes later, he turned to me with tears in his eyes again. "You know, you're the first one out of dozens of people who said that they don't know. And this was the answer I've been waiting a decade for." I wasn't sure I understood. "What do you mean, this is the answer?" "I went to so many people," he continued, "and everybody, with good intentions, tried to explain to me some reason why my mother died, whether it was relating to a Gilgal, Neshama, Gan Eden, a Kapara, a Tikkun. It drove me mad. To me, it felt insensitive to my experience, even if they meant well. You were the first one to say, 'I don't know, but I can cry with you.'" I realized at that moment how transformative those words had been for that boy. And indeed, the boy not only turned his life around, he became a powerhouse of inspiration and love for many others. Indeed, sometimes the right words, the right answer is, "I don't know, but I can cry with you." Those words say it all. They really do. It's not a cry, it's not a smiling story. It's a sad story, but it's an important story.